Hey, welcome to Undrafted Hockey Fan. I am Brad. Just wanted to say hi. We're going to talk about the Dysin Mayo trade from the Arizona Coyotes to the Vegas Golden Knights for Shea Weber's contract and a pick. So we're going to break that down in just a second. Just to let you know, hit like, subscribe, or leave a comment. Anything helps because we're just trying to get some traction here. So if you do that, it'd be great. Just say hi. I don't care. I'll answer anything. I'll answer hi. I'll say whatever. Just talk to me. Anyways, so let's jump over to the next screen. So we are going to look over here. So we have Tris Johnson reported the trade with the Vegas Golden Knights trading Shea Weber's contract. By the way, it's the contract, not the player. The player is no longer going to play. He is retired. You'd say he hasn't technically retired. Because if they retire, then that means they don't get paid, and he still has like 3 years left in his contract. We're actually going to talk about his contract in a minute. But the Vegas Golden Knights are sending over Shea Weber's contract and a 2023 fifth-round pick to the Coyotes in exchange for Dysin Mayo, an actual usable player. So the reason they're going to do this is because this frees up, you can see here, frees up the Vegas Golden Knights to make a subsequent trade and acquire a player with term. Having Weber at this rate for 3 more seasons on LTVR severely limits roster flexibility. So what they're saying is that having the Shea Weber contract and having that LTIR ends up causing an issue because you're not able to you're not accruing cap space if you have the contract there, but it also limits the number of contracts you can have, right? So if we jump over to the Vegas Golden Knights cap friendly page, you can see right here they have 48 contracts, right? And now they still stayed at 48, moving Shea Weber out and bringing in Dysin Mayo, a defenseman. They've now stayed at 48 players, but now they have a usable player, a guy who has term, who has he has term on his contract. So again, we can use him. So that's the big deal about this, is that you're able to have a player that you can use. So again, jumping over to the tweet, we have right here. So the Coyotes can use the Shea Weber's contract to hit the cap hit because they are not spending money. They're strategically staying lower to the cap floor, which I think is $65 million, I believe. And because they're trying to save as much money as possible because they're not making much money out of their college arena they're playing out of. They're also trying to accrue draft picks. They're trying to get young, cheap players, and so that they can build a team that's going to be great when they get their new arena. So this is also planning on happening with Montreal last year, but instead Vegas picked up that contract. And there's a value to do that because what you can do is because you have that, you can end up going over the cap because you're able to. It's a very complicated system, but they're just doing this they're trying to pick up the draft picks. So in the trade, Arizona gets a fifth-round pick and a contract, just paying for the contract, and Vegas Golden Knights get a usable player. So let's go with Dysin Mayo right here. We'll go over. Let's jump over here to his actual cap. So he's only $950,000 for the next 3 years. So finishing off this year, because we know the Vegas Golden Knights are trying to make the playoffs right now, so they get a cheap young player. Let's see, pretty young. Yeah, 26, pretty young still, and they're going to have him for a couple years. So this is good. They have a cheap player that you can usable, right, and they can move him up and down if they need to. I don't think he's a 26, so I don't know if he's waiver exempt right now. But not an overly productive player, I'd say. Not that he's bad or anything. He hasn't played a ton with the Coyotes. You can see he actually did okay. Looking a little under half a point per game so far this year. You can see he got sent back down to the AHL, 20 PIMs. Oh, these are PIMs. These aren't points. Oh, that's rough. That's even worse. So I mean, I don't know how the Tucson Roadrunners are, but clearly the Arizona Coyotes not good. So 12 points in 67 games, 0 and 15. He needed to change his senior as it is. Still not doing amazing in the AHL, 7 and 26. So just needs to kind of jumpstart. Needs a fresh start. Like I said, he is a UFA until 2024, 2025. So that's a desirable, again, a cheap player for the Vegas Golden Knights, so who can use him, right? So you can see, by the way, also, just to let you know, the Vegas Golden Knights did put Mark Stone on LTIR, so he will have to be. So actually, I'm gonna jump over to Puckpedia real quick just so you can get a better idea of this. So you can put someone on injury reserve, and their cap doesn't. You don't accrue their cap. You don't accrue their cap for that short period of time. But with LTIR, there's a bigger there. As you can see right here, when a player is on LTIR, a team may exceed the salary cap, which is one of the reasons Vegas did that. So they're allowed to go over the salary cap with that player because it gives them that little bit of bubble, right? Because they're paying for the contract, but they're able to go over with the LTIR. So that's why I picked up the Shea Weber's contract. But in that case, the player must miss at least 10 games and at least 24 or 24 days of the NHL. So you have to miss the 10 games that happen, and hopefully they happen that 24 day period. If not, you're gonna have to go the 24 plus the 10 games. So however that works out, and that's why it's a big deal when people go on LTIR, because you're really not sure when you're gonna get the player. Well, you know it's gonna be a while before you get the player back. And of course, you're not just signing guys to have them. You need to actually have usable players. So, which is good. So what did the Coyotes pick up? They picked up a right defenseman with a almost $7.9 million cap hit. So you can see they're paying $42,000 for this guy just to sit there and just be there. Just like they're just, hey, we'll take him. We're going to hit the floor now, right? So again, if you jump, the reason they're trying to hit the cap floor. So you can see right here, scroll up to the Arizona Coyotes right here. Cap floor, I believe, is $65 million. So now they're officially at the cap floor. So this helps them. So they're accruing. They're being accrued daily, right? So here you go. You're trying to accrue this daily. And this is where they're at currently, but they're projected at the end of the year to hit this mark, which is again $65 million, I believe, is the floor. So this allows them to stay competitive. Competitive is the word, I guess I would say. Each team's required to spend a certain amount. If they didn't, then they wouldn't be a viable team, and it'd feel kind of like to me what I think about is baseball, which does not have a salary cap, but you think about with the Oakland A's, who spend very little, and you have the Yankees who spend a lot, right? So they're trying to create some sort of level playing field in the NHL. And I don't know if you know this, Arizona Coyotes have not been good for a while, so the level playing field is debatable. But you can see they're now projected to hit the cap floor based on what's happening right here. So again, the last piece that they did get, again, we're talking about is that 5th round pick. So this is the fun. I didn't plan on doing this part, but I want to go over to the Coyotes and just to see. Look at this. Oh my God! Look at all those second rounders. So we know that the 2023 draft is stacked. Teams are looking for first and second rounders, and even third rounders. They're saying those are more valuable. I've heard someone say, it was an insider, not me. An insider said that a first round or a second round in 2023 is more valuable than a first rounder in 2024 equivalent, right? So that's where people are trying to stack these picks and everything. And honestly, look at them. They're stacking picks. Look at this. They have look. You get three. You get a pick every round, right? So they have 3 picks here, 3 picks here for themselves. They're typically at 6 in the first 2 rounds, right? Or the next 3 years. They currently have 11, and I don't even know if they're done doing any shopping. They have plenty of players. They have Gosh to spare that they were looking to move out. Lawson Krause is looking to potentially get moved out as well. I mean, there's a ton of people. I mean, look at here. Let's look at their list. Nick Ritchie can get moved out if they want to move him out. Nick Bukestad. Gosh to spare. I mean, they're definitely going to retain on him. Troy Stitcher's had a phenomenal year as well. And we know definitely they're looking at moving out Karel Vejmelka, and as well as Jacob Chychrun, which everyone knows they're trying to move out. I made a video about that with the LA Kings trying to pick up, and what that would look like if the LA Kings picked up Jacob Chychrun and Karel Vejmelka, because they are in need of some serious goalie help. So anyways, so that's my little video I wanted to do on this small trade. It's a little bit more detail than most people want, but this is the one more complexities of LTIR. Is you want to, and I did not do a good job breaking it down, but I tried to give you a little bit of light. The reason they're doing this, is with Arizona trying to hit the cap floor, as well as trying to move out, and then Vegas also picking up a movable player. And so there's some intricacies that come with having a cap. We see this also in the NBA with their luxury tax, which is a little bit different, but I can go into that more if you guys want me to later. So, anyways, look at this cute little hair. Anyways, it's so stupid. It's so silly. So, anyways, let me know what your thoughts are. Appreciate it. Hit like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you got to do. And anyways, if you stayed this long, thanks for checking out. Love you.